Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, I apologise once again. The technical errors seem to just continue with the stream. We try and fix what we can do here, but unfortunately YouTube just does not want us to stream this grand finale. But in the meanwhile, Klipskiri made an overtake on JPH, so that's realistically all that has missed. JPH on the harder tyres though, so that's not surprising. But yeah, it's not been a kind evening to us in the commentary box. YouTube just really doesn't want us to find out who's going to win this championship, but we do what we can for sure. So once again, apologies on my behalf as well. But that 22 of 26 and 1.9 separates the two championship leaders. But closest battle looks to be potentially with well, maybe Bruce, but he's just been overtaken with the unheard catnap, so the gap just peeling a bit, but fairly calm and quiet. But yeah, it's been quite a race, but the driver's just trying to get these stints to the end of the Grand Prix. But we've seen the tyre degradation seeming to be quite high here tonight. We did see it last night for Tier 1, of course, with the hards and mediums primarily being used. But Sydney, though, taking the championship, and Ferrari for the constructor. So congratulations to Sydney, of course, and Team Ferrari. But tonight's a different night, and the battle is with the Astons and Nitrogas and Ginger Tiger. Aston Martin have already wrapped up that championship long ago, but nail-biting stuff to the end. But as it stands, provisionally, of course, as it stands, Ginger Tiger will be champion. But there's still a few laps to go in this. Anything can happen. Late safety car or VSC, but if it is to happen, it's to happen around now. Otherwise, we are probably green to the end. But we'll keep an eye out on these two. But at the moment, though, Madman seems to be closing up onto the back of JPH. He is on the soft tyres, so that explains as well that pace difference between the two. So Spud picks up a time penalty, though. Now, on board with Madman. Can he make the overtake on JPH? He's gaining and gaining, absolutely gaining with the help of DRS and those soft tyres, and he easily makes his way through on Jordan. So, taking P5 off him. But at the moment, that 24 of 26. Gap just around 1.6, 1.7 between the two Aston Martins. Certainly very close. Could not get much closer than that. Now 1.4, so it really is starting to get close between the pairing of them. But like I said, Ginger Tiger doesn't need to make this on-track overtake. He can stay behind. But the closest battle, though, is between Bruce and Unheard Catnap. So we'll have a little run on board with Bruce just into the DRS zone, but a little bit too far back to make anything work there. So he's just going to have to hope that these soft tyres of Unheard Catnap start to degrade. But he does have another Williams up ahead. Or apologies, another car up ahead. That's a Spud. The other Williams is Wacky Jackie behind. But as Unheard Catnap has gone deep, or gone very wide at the Cops corner. But of course, do remember the penalties will play a factor in this. 3 seconds going for Wacky Jackie, DJ Mammon and O Steven. Then 6 seconds for Mikey and Sir Spud. And then 16 seconds for Unheard Catnap. So That's a large amount of penalties. The stop situation, the top 3 on the 1 stopper, then P4 and P5, 2 stoppers. JPH and Zerspud on the 1, and then the 2 stops from P8 down to P11. And the position change, having a look at that. O'Stephen up 5 places. That's been a strong start for his race tonight. Same with Zerspud, he's also up 5 places for him. But we're on the penultimate lap, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe this. It's flown by. It's truly been an enjoyable season to commentate on. Unfortunately, with the technical difficulties getting in the way here and there. But thank you for joining us, though, throughout the season. Watching just on board with Ginger Tiger now, who's just creeping in the 1 second gap. So creeping into the DRS range of Nitrogash. But like I said, he does not need to risk it. He doesn't need to go for the move at the moment. With the point situation, Ginger Tiger would be champion. As we head to what is the final lap of the race. One final lap, ladies and gentlemen. One final opportunity. But we're riding on board, of course, notoriously with these two. Bruce getting to go side by side, potentially with Catnap. Just has to stay behind. He's going to try and go side by side with Catnap. Who's going to be last of the late breakers between the two of them? And it's Bruce. Bruce gets his way through on the soft runner of Unheard Catnap. And he gets that P7. Nicely done for him. But for the remainder of this lap, of course, we're going to stick with these two. The two Aston Martins have 1 lap to go. Not long until the championship can be crowned. But it has been a notoriously tough battle between the two of them, but they've been incredibly strong. They've raced each other. They've also worked incredibly well with each other, and that is why they are Constructors Champions, and they are weaving down the hangar straight to somewhat celebrate that. But Nitrogash has done everything he can here tonight. He's done what he needed to do, got the launch, got the P1, and he's held it ever since. Klipskiri gets through and ahead on O'Stephen. But Nitrogash is going to win the race here tonight. But Ginger Tiger has done what he needed to do. Didn't need to risk it. And Ginger Tiger is your champion for season 23 here. And an unbelievable result for the Aston Martin pair. Klipskiri finishes P3. O'Stephen P4 with DJ Madman P5. There's a puncture late on for O'Stephen there, just across the line. Bruce and JPH, 2 McLaren pairs, finished P6 and P7. JPH finishing just ahead, doing 18 laps. Incredible stuff there for him. And then Catnap finishes, of course, but the penalties will knock him down a few places. Zerspud finishes in P8. And then Unheard Catnap P9 it seems to be, unless Wacky Jackie can close right up. But I think with the gap in the penalties, I think Wacky Jackie will just stay P10. And he does. And then the last of the runners. But we'll score some points. Mikey in the Ferrari. As we'll wait for the Scuderia boy to cross the line. But the Aston Martins, I'm sure, very, very pleased with that result. As we see Mikey coming across the final corner. Go on, Mikey. Is he going to give us potentially some donuts at the end? He's going to give it a slow end. But he gave us the grand finale at the end there, picking up some points. So good on Mikey to still stay in the race despite being a bit further back. So still some points going to your end. But for Nitrogash, he will take victory here tonight. I'm sure would have tried absolutely all he could to try and get that championship off his teammate, but they've done exceptionally well. Team Aston Martin have honestly been the team to beat all season round. They've worked incredibly well as teammates, and also in a championship fight. Klipskiri, though, joins the Aston Martin pair on the podium, but I'm sure it's celebrations as well all across the team, with Ginger Tiger picking up that Drivers' Championship. As the Driver of the Day goes to Sir Spud for most overtakes in Driver of the Day. Fastest lap goes to Unheard Catnap, with race winner Nitro Ash, and the cleanest driver going to Ginger Tiger. But Nitro Ash, P1 for him. Ginger finishes P2. That's all he needed to do here tonight. Klipskiri finishes in 3rd, with O. Stephen in 4th. Then it's Madman with JPH, followed by Bruce and Sir Spud, with Unheard Catnap picking up the fast lap in P9, with Wacky Jackie in P10. Mikey in P11, and Callum, the last of the order, unfortunately DNFing very early on, but unfortunately not scoring any points despite the top 12. Needs to pass the 90% mark for that. But celebrations though in the chat, and Ginger Tiger takes the championship. It's absolutely been a brilliant season round between the pair of them, and they've honestly been quite spectacular. But can't believe it, ladies and gentlemen. That is round 8 out of 8. I can't say there'll be a race next week, because that is it. Unfortunately, we'll be travelling to, well, I could say vacation mode for the season. But that's certainly been a thrilling end to the season. It hasn't been the easiest times here in the commentary box as well, and we do apologise for all of that shenanigans with the YouTube stream, but we try and make the best of what we can. But just looking into the chat, Sir Spud saying we'll take Driver of the Day. Sir Spud scoring some decent points for the team, P8 for him as well, so something to take home there, Spud. Some good points for the Red Bull. But do let us know anything else if wants to be. Of course, the commentary will be ending very shortly, but no, that is realistically all I can say, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, thank you for joining us all season long. Apologies for all the technical difficulties. It's been an honour as well from my end to be able to commentate this season round, and of course I'm sure from Bjorn's perspective as well. It's great to have Bjorn in the commentary box as well. Unfortunately not able the last few weeks, but been great whenever we both here, and it's been an honour to have this opportunity. So besides that, I think from myself and Invictus here, all we can say is thank you very much, and do stay tuned if you want to join. Do have a look in our bio. You can find ways on joining, and of course through our various social media, through Instagram, and of course join into the Discord channel to find out how you can race. We'll be hosting the next season shortly, but before then, a nice well-deserved break. But from myself and Invictus Racing League, of course, thank you very much, and I hope to see you around for season 24. I can't wait. See you then.